Hello, and thank you for purchasing the Keywords Made Simple product. When you have your keywords delivered to you, you're going to receive several files, and they will all be in a file like this. And today I want to go over how to write your article from what you're given. So once you get in here, you'll have 25 of these folders actually. And within each is your social media folders. You'll have 3 of them and a folder marked article. And within this is your article. Now, this article is just a text file. It's not formatted. So I want to show you what I'm using to format this, how it works. You'll see how easy it is. And you will also get access to the custom GPT that I am using to do my formatting. So as long as you have a GPT account or a chat OpenAI account, and it works on the free ones. So you don't even have to have a paid account to get this to work. The article basically is just, like I said, a text document. The topic is going to become your title. And then underneath this, you will actually see an outline. And most of the outlines that I've looked at so far are only the number and then the letter. This one has another level, which is why I'm going to demonstrate on this one in case you get some outlines that have more than just 2 levels. Essentially, this outline is telling us what we need to know to optimize for search engines. So get our headings in the right places, have our keywords in our headings. And the other thing you need to know about this article, it is written from the keyword research that the tool does. And so each one of these, you'll have your main keyword and your 5 related keywords. Those 5 related keywords and the main keyword are all in this article. And from what I've seen, they're all in the headings. So it's really cool because you can change the content around a little bit and just don't change your headings and you'll be good. So what I'm doing is I come over to ChatGPT and I have a custom GPT that's called Optimized Blog Post. You will get access to this when you purchase the product. So, and if you have any issues with it, as far as like installing it, how to use it, there's another video created on how to do that. So just go ahead and watch that video. Okay. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either copy the outline or you can copy the text. Either one. I'm going to show you both, which will make this video long. Sorry. But you will then see the difference. And you would actually, if you do both, you'll actually get 2 different articles that are both optimized, which I think is cool. If you're running 2 blogs, 2 websites, you can do that. Or you can just use the second article later on your blog because it will be different, but it's still optimized for the same keywords, which I think is super cool. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. I'm not making any changes to it. I will tell you that if you don't do this step and you just copy and use this as it is, there's all kinds of spelling errors and grammatical errors and stuff like that in here. And some of them, in my opinion, the sections are a little what I would call thin on content. And so this is why I've added this step. So I've copied that on my clipboard. I'm going to come over to this optimized blog post and all I'm going to do is paste it in. And I'm going to put in my company name, which would be your company. The topic is what's in there already. Let me start by company name. And that's all I did. I put the content in quotes, added my company, and I just let the program run. Now, if it comes out in code like this, just tell it to redo it without doing code. Sometimes it does this, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really know why. But I'm going to let it finish, and then I'm going to tell it to rewrite without using code. But you will notice, if you understand code at all, it's including our headings. It's including them at the right levels. There's an H3, here's an H2. Your topic is the only H1, which is right here, and there'll only be one. So you don't have to worry about these kinds of things. When this is all said and done, it's completely optimized for you, and you don't have to manually do it, which I think is like super cool. I know I'm a geek. I get excited about weird things. Okay. So now I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say, please write this again, not in code. And it's going to go through, it's going to write the whole thing. Here's your heading 1. I usually remove the table of contents just to make it easier. If you want to keep them, you can. These link to the different headings down here. So here's like a heading 2, here's a heading 3, this is going to come back to a heading 2. Exactly how you're supposed to write it for an optimized post. Even gives you FAQs, which is super cool. Just put them on the bottom of your page. Now, again, you want to read through this. You want to make sure it's correct. Don't put anything out there that's not correct. And when you're actually posting it, what I usually do is come in here and I will add either a story or something specific to my business in here. A lot of times I'll link to other articles I've written or to sales pages for different products that I have on my website, those types of things. And that's done when you actually take it out of here, put it in your editor. And if you're looking through this and you think, there's a section here that just doesn't really make a lot of, it could be a stronger section. Let me show you how to do that. I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to say, I want this section to be bigger, to have more information. I think it's super important. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say, expand this section. And just paste in the title of the section or type it. And then it's going to give you just that section. And you can actually do this for every single one of your sections. It will give you a super long article if you do that, which is not bad. It's just takes you longer. That's all. But you can see that it not only just gives me the list now, but it tells me the list plus how to avoid it. And it gives me more information on what that is, which I'm not going to read through right now. And just in the interest of time. It's even adding more. I believe the other one only had 3. If you so chose, you could make this whole section, like you could keep the original one the way it is, and you could make this section an entirely new blog post. So if you use your content this way, you're going to get, I promised you 24 articles. If you use this plus the outline, you're going to get 48 articles that are all around your same keywords. And you can pull out sections of each one and create shorter blog posts or articles on just those sections. You can have so much content in here. It'll be a long time before you need to just think of something on your own. And now I could cut and paste all of this, put it into WordPress, have a blog post ready to go, which I'm actually going to do later. But now I want to go back to the original text. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to just copy the outline. Okay, so now we're just going to run this program again. So I'm just going to start it over. Because I don't want the same article. This time I'm going to say, don't write this in code. So business name. Okay, so my prompt was business name is Premium Websites Inc. An optimized blog post from this outline. Do not write in code. And I just pasted this in quotations. So now let's hit go. Let's see what it does. I will say this program sometimes comes up with the wrong number here. Make sure that it actually gives you 10. If it's saying it's giving you 10. The meta description, if your website platform allows you to enter in a meta description, this is an SEO thing and you just put it in there. I don't know why it did this. It doesn't normally. But if it does do that, you just delete that. It's not important. Kismet is something I've written into this program, and it's marked as Kismet. I always remove the word Kismet. What these are is just interesting facts that it finds on the internet about whatever your topic is. Some of them I keep, some of them I don't keep. It just depends on what they say. Some of them really are super interesting. Okay, final thoughts, and again, FAQs. Now, again, just like before, let's pick one. I'm going to pick the future of SEO, and I'm going to say expand that section. And again, you can just put this in. You could leave yours the way it is, and this could become an entirely new blog post. But as you can tell, it's expanding it quite a lot. So I will probably put this in as an entirely different blog post focused on my keywords. It's all using the same keywords that you need to have on your website for you to be a expert in whatever it is that you do. For Google to think of you as an expert in what you do. So this is how you create your blog posts from what I'm giving you. And again, even though this is a huge leap better than the text file, makes your life a lot easier as far as you don't need to know the optimization rules. It's all done for you. And you can create all kinds of posts with this custom GPT. You can have as much fun with it as I am. If you have any other questions on how to use the text document that I'm giving you or this custom GPT, please reach out to me and I will make sure that your question is answered.